Hi, I'm Austin Holcomb. The topic of America's sport often includes sports like football, basketball, and baseball. Now, I don't expect that these sports will be surmounted anytime soon. However, I am convinced that given only basic information about golf, the average sports fan will have more respect for the demand that it entails. Being a golfer myself, I know firsthand these demands that are required for succeeding. So although it often seems monotonous from the spectator's point of view, no two shots are ever the same. Oftentimes, one of the biggest setbacks for golf is that most view it as a sport requiring minimal physical ability. Think again. Golf relies just as much, if not more, on muscle memory than any other sport. Depending on goals, golfers often spend multiple hours a day on the driving range, trying to engrave a swing. I heard it once that in order to beat a bad habit in a golf swing, it takes nearly 7 months of practice to beat that bad habit. And I don't think golfers are strangers, don't think that golfers are strangers to the weight room either. While some tend to slack in this area, successful golfers spend just as much time practicing as they do in the weight room. In the past, this wasn't vital to the game. However, with courses getting longer, nearly 8,000 yards, which require shots well over 300 yards, it's become more and more important. Even presented with this information, most of my audience still feels the same. Yeah, but it's so boring. Well, whether on the PGA Tour or in junior tours, golf tournaments almost always come down to one stroke, which is even more amazing when you consider that PGA tournaments are 4 days and often require over 280 golf shots. So 4 days that you have to be on top of your game can come down to one shot. Sometimes it's not even a stroke, which means it's a playoff. So every sport has its version of sudden death, but golf has several different versions. Whether it's the Masters tournament, which is sudden death, the British Open, which is a 4-hole playoff, the PGA Championship, which is a 3-hole playoff, or the US Open, which is a whole new 18 holes the next day, followed by sudden death if the players are still tied after those 18. The pressure that all 4 days leading up to the sudden death rides solely on that one moment of ability is astounding, which in these tournaments, over $100,000 is at stake for that one stroke, and not to mention the shot at glory. One of golf's crowning features is the execution of the impossible. Whether it's an 18-year-old superstar that comes out of nowhere, a birdie at the final hole to take the championship, or sometimes even a double bogey on the final hole to lose the whole tournament by one. This individual aspect allows for this type of excitement more so than any other sport. Now, one place that golf definitely doesn't take back seat to is the money aspect. The average prize for a PGA Tour victory is $800,000. A major tournament, the prize is well over $1 million. Not to mention the large sums of money you get for a runner-up finish. Take Tiger Woods, for example, the #1 player in the world. He made around $7 million last year alone. And Phil Mickelson, the second-ranked player in the world, made over $5 million. Just to keep your tour card on the PGA Tour, you have to be in the top 125 on the money list. And number 125 every year will make around $800,000. So you don't even have to be in the upper echelon of the PGA Tour to make a buttload of money. However, a figure even more staggering is the earnings from endorsements. Tiger Woods brings in nearly $80 million every year, making his $7 million he makes from golf tournaments seem like nothing. Golfers are like walking billboards, allowing players to have multiple sponsors for their hats, their golf bags, their golf shoes, golf clubs, etc. So next time you think golf isn't a major sport, it's a golfer who is quickly on his way to becoming the first billion-dollar athlete ever. And I'm sure after hearing these facts, your opinion on golf has changed. Given the physical abilities required, the excitement involved, and the money potential, it's hard not to consider golf one of America's sports. Thank you.